Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. For me, life is continuously being hungry. The meaning of life is not simply to exist, to survive, but to move ahead, to go up, to achieve, to conquer. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. Help others and give something back. I guarantee you will discover that while public service improves the lives and the world around you, its greatest reward is the enrichment and new meaning it will bring your own life. In our society, the women who break down barriers are those who ignore limits. Failure is not an option. Everyone has to succeed. What we face may look insurmountable. But I learned something from all those years of training and competing. I learned something from all those sets and reps when I didn't think I could lift another ounce of weight. What I learned is that we are always stronger than we know. If you work hard and play by the rules, this country is truly open to you. You can achieve anything. I knew I was a winner back in the late 60s. I knew I was destined for great things. People will say that kind of thinking is totally immodest. I agree. Modesty is not a word that applies to me in any way. I hope it never will. Bodybuilding is much like any other sport. To be successful, you must dedicate yourself 100% to your training, diet and mental approach. I was born in Europe, and I've traveled all over the world. I can tell you that there is no place, no country, that is more compassionate, more generous, more accepting, and more welcoming than the United States of America. I do the same exercises I did 50 years ago and they still work. I eat the same food I ate 50 years ago and it still works. I believe with all my heart that America remains the great idea that inspires the world. It is a privilege to be born here. It is an honor to become a citizen here. It is a gift to raise your family here, to vote here, and to live here. As you know, I'm an immigrant. I came over here as an immigrant, and what gave me the opportunities, what made me to be here today, is the open arms of Americans. I have been received. I have been adopted by America. The mind is the limit. As long as the mind can envision the fact that you can do something, you can do it. As long as you really believe 100%, the last 3 or 4 reps is what makes the muscle grow. This area of pain divides the champion from someone else who is not a champion. That's what most people lack, having the guts to go on and just say they'll go through the pain no matter what happens. The resistance that you fight physically in the gym and the resistance that you fight in life can only build a strong character. Money doesn't make you happy. I now have $50 million, but I was just as happy when I had $48 million. I welcome and seek your ideas, but do not bring me small ideas, bring me big ideas to match our future. Training gives us an outlet for suppressed energies created by stress and thus tones the spirit just as exercise conditions the body. Learned helplessness is the giving up reaction, the quitting response that follows from the belief that whatever you do doesn't matter. I have a private plane. But I fly commercial when I go to environmental conferences. For 20 years, Simon Schuster asked me, "Why don't you write your autobiography?" I have plenty of money. Unlike other Hollywood celebrities or athletes that have not invested well, I can promise you that when I go to Sacramento, I will pump up Sacramento. Freedom is a right ultimately defended by the sacrifice of America's servicemen and women. To restore the trust of the people, we must reform the way the government operates. I know a lot of athletes and models are written off as just bodies. I never felt used for my body. I feel good because I believe I have made progress in rebuilding the people's trust in their government. One of my movies was called True Lies. It's what the Democrats should have called their convention. Women are the engine driving the growth in California's economy. Women make California's economy unique, and now, of course this is another thing I didn't count on, that now as the governor of the state of California, I am selling California worldwide. You see that? Selling, I was striving to be the most muscular man, and it got me into the movies. It got me everything that I have.